In a recent video, I showed you how I write an email in about 15 minutes and went over some of the key points that make these emails work so well. Today, what I want to do is show you the edits that I made to that email before I sent it out, and also some of the results that we got and why you really should use email marketing within your academy to boost sales and also develop the relationships with your students. So let's take a look. The first thing is, this is the original email that I wrote, okay? So, as I've mentioned in many situations, I am dyslexic, therefore there's going to be tons of spelling errors, tons of mistakes, and lots of grammatical things that I might want to change. So the email went like this. Do you remember those old Marks & Spencer food adverts? They always showed a dreamy picture of the food in soft focus, accompanied by the soft music of the narrator talking about the goodies. You'd like to see something like mashed potatoes with steam piping off them, and the narrator, with not enough letters in it, would announce, "These are not just any mashed potatoes. They are the finest potatoes, lovingly picked and hand-fluffed by Tibetan monks." I actually think it's a comedian that came up with that line, but I think it's hilarious and it really describes the advert so well. So why am I talking about hand-fluffed potatoes? Fluffed spelled incorrectly. Well, in a couple of days, our Triple E t-shirt pre-sale ends. While these t-shirts aren't hand fluffed by Tibetan monks, they feel like it. They're organic, ethically sourced, and they will feel super soft on your skin. Even better, until the end of the pre-sale on Sunday, you can get 10% off. All you need to do is click the link below, select your size and color. That's it. And then there's the link. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk soon. Tom, hand fluffed Barlow. P.S. In case you're wondering, these t-shirts are available with kids and adult sizes, all the way from XS to XL. Here's the link again. T-shirts hand fluffed by Tibetan monks, and don't forget to add the code LAUNCH to get your discount. So that's the original email. Like I said, it's got some spelling mistakes and grammar mistakes in. I could leave those in, but honestly, I'm going to take a little bit more care over what I do. So this is the changed email, and I'll compare the two and I'll show you why I did some of those things. Do you remember those old Marks & Spencer food adverts? They showed enticing pictures of the foods in soft focus that were accompanied by the most dreamy, soft music. If that wasn't enough to tickle your taste buds, the narrator would tell you about the delicious looking goodies. You'd see something like mashed potatoes with steam piping off them. The narrator would announce, "These aren't just any mashed potatoes. They're the finest potatoes, lovingly picked and pared, and then hand fluffed by Tibetan monks." It was sensory overload and always got my tummy rumbling. So why am I talking about hand fluffed mashed potatoes? Well, in a couple of days, our Triple E t-shirt pre-sale ends. And while these teas aren't hand fluffed by Tibetan monks, they feel like it. They're 190 grams of organic, ethically sourced cotton. So good, so they're good for you, good for the planet, and they feel silky soft on your skin. Even better, until the end of the pre-sale on Sunday, you can get 10% off. All you need to do is click the link below, select your size and color, and enter the code LAUNCH at checkout. If you have any questions, let me know. Tom, talk soon, Barlow. And in case you miss it, these t-shirts are available in sizes XS to XL. Here's the link again. Pre-order your t-shirts now. Don't forget to add the code LAUNCH to get your discount. All right, so if we look at these side by side, let me drop this one down a little bit, and I'm going to shrink this one. In fact, we'll zoom this one out a little bit to make it a little bit bigger. It's 125. So there you go, 125. Oh, that's the same email. Here we go. So they had the exact same subject line, so we don't need to worry about that too much. This first line I kept exactly the same, but I did start changing this. There's another error change that I would have made. See, I used soft and then soft over here. I probably should have taken out the soft bit and just had the most dreamy music. Something like that would have been better, so I'm not repeating myself in that way. And then you can see I tidied up on this line as well. If that wasn't enough to tickle your taste buds, alliteration works really well in emails. Kind of keeps people engaged. It gives people a little bit of a chuckle. I like finding things that I can use those two sounds together, the t sounds. And narrator will tell you about that delicious looking goodies. So again, I've kind of tightened up on this section. I've removed this and popped it into here so it reads a little bit better. It's the value of like reading out your emails so that you can actually hear how they sound. I actually use my computer to do it because I find that easier. As you can tell, I don't read particularly well. And then again, I've added like a little bit into the to the description just to make it a little bit easier. Sensory overload, and always got my tummy rumbling because I felt that it needed that little bit of kind of extra on the end of it, and also to describe my tummy rumbling is kind of funny. So why am I talking about hand fluffed potatoes? This is all pretty much the same. While these aren't hand fluffed, this was a slight change as well. I kind of changed this around a little bit. I wanted this statement to stand out a little bit more. So while our Triple E t-shirt pre-sale, in a couple of days our Triple E t-shirt sends, same thing, but then I've added this space in to break it up a little bit more. And same thing, I've just tightened up this line. I've added in a couple of extra details, so 190 grams. Like the more details you can kind of add, the more specifics, the more believable it becomes. So that's something that you might want to consider as being really specific. Like that adds weight to something, right? It adds like something physical to what I'm talking about, and it also like kind of added a little bit of a little bit more info in there, which is what I was looking for. And then I changed this line so they're good for the planet and they'll feel silky soft on your skin. Should have probably changed that to smooth because I've already used soft a couple of times in this email. And then again, this is exactly the same. All you need to do, I've changed this paragraph because it was badly written. All you need to do is click the link below, and it gives like the instructions of what I want people to do, which is really important when you're writing emails. You want to try to lay it out as clearly as possible. So all you need to do is click the link below, select your size and color, and then enter the code at discount. So in this one, you see I didn't have that. So I want to make sure that they're getting this reinforcement of the code, so they're going to enter it. And then I kept this same thing in here. If you have any questions, then let me know. Talk soon, Tom Handfluff. And then I changed this final section just a little bit as well. So in case you're wondering, and in case you missed it, so there wouldn't be any reason for them to wonder in the email whether they're like available in those sizes, not necessarily, but they might have missed it in like the other emails that I've sent out, some of the other Facebook stuff. So I included this little XS to XL and changed it in case you missed it, so they have the information they need to order. And then the other thing that I did as well is I changed the link below, so I made it something different. Pre-order your t-shirt. I don't know why I have hand there. Pre-order your t-shirt now. Don't forget to add the code at discount. So essentially the same. Okay, so only a few subtle tweaks, like I changed up some of the language, I made it slightly more readable, I improved my grammar. That was basically it. So the results of this email, all right, and this is what's kind of one of the reasons that it is so crucial that you start to use email marketing in your academy, okay, because it gets eyeballs on it. It is still the best form of marketing out there, in my opinion. Nothing else will beat it. So the result, I sent out, I think this was going out to about 380 odd people, and I got 52% of those people to open up. So we're going to say like 180-ish of those people opened up this email, maybe more like 190 opened up this email. That is massive. That's a lot of people being open an email, and that's through like using the intrigue that I did at the start. Of that, I got 3.3% of those people to click on that link. So it was somewhere around about 12-ish people clicked the link, and then that resulted in 3 sales. Okay, this was like, as I said in the other video, this was mid-launch, so I wouldn't necessarily expect to get tons of sales on this day. It's more going to come on the last day. But yeah, it just went out there. To contrast that, when I put this post up on Instagram or a similar thing on Instagram, our combined Instagram Facebook audience size is around about 5,200 people. Only 4.1% of them saw it. So if you contrast the two, I had 52% of these people see it, and only 4.1% of these people see it, okay? That's massive. That's absolutely massive. The other thing that's the difference between these two is like my Instagram audience, I've just realized I've written Instagram wrong. My Instagram audience is people all over the world. It's people like, you may even be on my Instagram profile and you're not in my academy. So it's not very targeted either. So the power of email is specific. Like if I was just selling adults t-shirts, for example, rather than adults and kids, I could just segment off the adults and just send it to them. That's it. And then I would get a good results because I'm just talking to the people who are interested in this subject. And the people who aren't interested, so the kids or whatever, they would never hear about it. It wouldn't be clogging up their spam box. You can't do the same thing as easily within Instagram or Facebook. Okay, it comes down to the engagement, what you're doing on there, and a few other little tactics. So that is the power of email. And like if you're not sending email at the moment, number one, you have a massive opportunity in your academy to develop your relationship with your students, to increase your sales, to get more leads in. So much powerful stuff you can do it. So definitely start doing that. And like it won't be good at the start, that's okay. But honestly, if you're sending out something and it's not horrendously written, it's like got at least decent grammar in it, it's going to be better than nothing. You're still probably going to get a decent open rate anyway. And then you can add in some of the tweaks that we've talked about later. So whatever you do, don't write off email. It is a powerful, powerful marketing source. In my opinion, the best marketing source that you have out there at the moment. And I would include things like WhatsApp and text messages in there as well, because it's easy. And it works. Like, it works. So yeah, that's the follow-up from this one. And if you have any questions, you'd like to speak to me further, you want to learn more about email marketing, hit me up, tom@escapologybjj.com, or you can check out escapologybjj.com. Go to our online site, there's some resources up there. Other than that, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.